Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Aquí Pical, en otro vídeo de The Sinking City. Vamos ya por el caso o la investigación número 7, Defensa Propia. Bien, si recordáis, o si estáis pasando no la historia, pues ya sabréis que en el capítulo anterior apareció el doctor este Van Gerber, o en fin, bueno, el amigo este de Charles Reed, muerto, más bien asesinado en el teatro. Todas las pruebas y un testigo que todavía no sabemos quién es, o en principio no tenemos muy claro quién es, nos relaciona a nosotros, ¿no? Nos asegura que en su testificación policial que fuimos nosotros los que asesinamos pues a este hombre, ¿no? A Van Gerber. Obviamente nosotros no hemos sido, porque estábamos investigando lo de Blackwood. Así que, bueno, pues tenemos que averiguar qué es lo que ha pasado, quién ha sido realmente el autor del crimen y, sobre todo, lo más importante, por qué incriminarnos a nosotros, ¿no? A nuestro protagonista. Bien, también decir que aquí vamos a tener, en este caso, un trofeo perdible, que, bueno, no voy a hacer mucho spoiler, pero de igual manera sabréis en qué momento se nos pedirá que hagamos una acción u otra. Ya sabréis en el momento. Así que igualmente ya sabéis que dejaré en un vídeo aparte el trofeo en cuestión, ¿vale? Para poder sacarlo de forma, pues bueno, ¿no? Que no se os pase por alto, vaya, pues si no sabéis que tenéis que estar recargando partidas, o en el peor de los casos, volver a empezar el juego desde el principio y ya queda realmente, quedan este y 2 casos más para finalizar el juego, ¿vale? La historia. Así que, pues nada, dicho esto, explicado queda, como digo siempre, espero que este vídeo os haya servido de ayuda y si es así, pues os recuerdo que os podéis suscribir, dejar un like, un comentario, en fin, lo que os apetezca. Muchísimas gracias por ver el vídeo y nos vemos en el siguiente. Chao.
The work of a private eye does occasionally require some lateral thinking, but it's all in service of law and order.
So you commit crimes to prevent crimes. Got it. The only mystery is why you haven't ended up here sooner. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
Don't you have work to do?
Charity work. We could be running a real racket.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Reed, welcome. Things are busy right now, but I hope we may soon find the time to share a conversation and some wine.
That's been a luxury lately.
Wine or time. Regardless, I won't delay you further.
I appreciate you bailing me out of jail. I was in a difficult situation.
A trifle, Charles. Though I understand you're not off the hook yet. Milton Pierce says he saw you killing Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
I believe you. From what I know of your character, even if you and Johannes had a falling out...
I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly. Reed, I trust you, but the police don't. If you can't find the real culprit, there's little more I can do. That being said, the Carpenter family still has its connections in the police department. Just let my taskmaster know when you have an alibi.
How are you feeling after everything that happened with Brutus?
Please, I'd rather not discuss it. But my father is upstairs, should you wish to see him.
I get the feeling you knew Vanderberg.
He was an old friend, a man of rare mental clarity. I met him in Europe during the Great War. He and you are among the few decent men in this city. I hope that I won't need to choose one friend over the other.
You served during the Great War?
Yes, one of the hapless grunts at Meuse Argonne. I'm afraid I still find it hard to talk about.
I understand. What do you know about Milton Pierce?
He's quite a prominent voice in political circles, though he's not afraid to play ugly. I saw his interview with the Oakmont Chronicle recently.
Do you know where I can find him?
He's somewhere in Reed Heights, but sorry, beyond that I can't be of much help.
Thanks again, Mr. Carpenter. I should be off.
Before you leave, here's a little problem solver for you. Should you run into any further difficulties, take care, Mr. Reed. I'll set aside some wine for when it's all over.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally. He must be taking his election campaign very seriously. Someone got changed here in a hurry. They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter. Emptier than a banker's heart. Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading? The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
blood was spurting out of him, Robert, just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert! Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert, just spurting out. Oh, it's all... Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been... Get these out of my sight! Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. The blood was spurting out of him, Robert, just spurting out. Oh, ah, where's my dang... Get these out of my sight, Robert! Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall. Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors. Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors. This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally. The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before. Emptier than a banker's heart. Someone got changed here in a hurry.
Stop bothering me, newcomer.
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me, Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
Well, if that's what it'll take, I guess I have no choice.
Just make sure it looks natural and clean. You know the carpets there cost a fortune. Actually, take this. Comes well recommended from Professor Cavendish. Put it in her drink or something.
Your wish is my command. Anything else?
My dearest mother, Agatha, is currently at her manor. Here's the address. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Agatha Pierce, I presume? The name's Charles Reed. I'm a PI.
Good day, young man. What's your business?
There's a matter that I'd like to discuss. It concerns your son, Milton.
Oh no. What's happened? Is he okay?
I'm afraid this may take some time to explain. Perhaps you have something to, wet my whistle.
Oh, fear not. I keep my cellar stocked for just such occasions. Would you kindly fetch us some Chianti from the cellar? You look more than capable.
Yeah. Leave it to me.
Here are the keys. Pick any bottle, as long as it's Chianti. And don't shy away from the good stuff. It's there to be shared with guests like yourself.
Bye.
Good luck.
My baby boy? Seriously? He's 30 there. Nice wine she's got here. No one will notice if I had a dash of something else. Okay. This much strychnine would be... Here's the Chianti, and I've dealt with the cellar.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. So brave and handsome. Let us begin.
May I offer a toast?
Please do.
May all of our wishes come true.
Kay's mercy, yes. Perhaps I waited too long to open this bottle. It tastes off. Oh, Charles, I don't feel well.
The door won't budge. Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann, or whatever he's called.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. Do you know who's responsible?
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers. I did, but they sent me... Drunk. I can't. It's still on the table. I've no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to. It's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope. There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off, at least partially. So, the home of a suffragette, huh? Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of. Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing. Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn. Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood. This door will be hard to fix.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable. Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor, and the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
One of Evelyn's attackers fell through a hole in the floor. Maybe I'll find something useful if I look around.
Wow. How do you know all that? You detective types sure are clever. It would explain the broken boards. I'll get you the key, and, sorry for the mess.
I'll get going. Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
Help me! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
Let's see what he's got in here.
Quit staring, newcomer. Get the truck out of here. Die, newcomer. Die, newcomer.
Hi there, Billy. Gotta say, I liked you more last time we met.
Same to you, pal. Heard you might be coming, but hoped you wouldn't. So how about this? Leave now, and I pretend you weren't here.
Why did you need the buyers anyway? What do you get out of it?
There are powerful entities in this Borg. You should know better than to question their affairs, so you best get out while I'm asking politely, Charlie boy.
It's Charles.
You should see your face. It's just too easy.
Billy, holding a family hostage doesn't suit you. Let them go, and we both walk out in one piece.
It's not gonna work out that way. There's a reason the buyers are here. When the time comes, we'll set them free.
Billy, I want no trouble for either of us. Byers did what he was asked, so it's time you do your part.
For the last time, move along. I already saved your life once. Consider this number 2. I get attached to people I save. It. Bit of a weakness. But understand this, Charles. I'd hate to kill you, but if I have to, I will.
I know when to walk away. You won't see me here again.
Smart man. Saves me a bullet.
Oh, just back off, man.
Get out of here, Reed. I warned you.
The door won't budge.
Get out of here, Reed. I warned you.
What do you want?
The door won't budge.
Get lost, newcomer.
All on sale. Today only.
I have proof that it was Milton Pierce that killed Johannes Vanderberg.
Show me what you've got.
The murder weapon is in his house, and a pile of bloody clothes. Here's a photograph.
I don't know how you managed to pull this off, Reed, but it's impressive work. We'll take it from here. Accusing a mayoral candidate of murder is an interesting challenge, but the Carpenter family has tackled worse.
Bye.
You've been doing a great job, Mr. Reed. I'm waiting for you at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
How is this possible?
At last, Mr. Reed. I heard about your recent case. Let me congratulate you. You've truly outdone yourself this time. A question, if I may.
I've got a question. How on earth are you still alive?
What can I say? Perhaps next time you should make sure you finished the job.
It wasn't me, and you know it. All this. All I went through, and there was no murder to begin with.
The prosecution would beg to differ. They had all they needed. A victim, a method, and a culprit. The rest is just bells and whistles.
You set me up. You son of a...
I only set the scene.
I'll...
What? Kill me? As amusing as it would be to see you charged with my murder a second time, I'm afraid we have more pressing matters.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean, Mr. Reed. The prophecy. The seal. You have made yourself a part of something momentous. Now, to your latest case. Wonderful execution all round. And I mean that literally. The hanging has been scheduled for next week. Tell me, Mr. Reed, why did you do it? Why condemn a man of such high station for a crime he did not commit?
He testified against me, and conspired to have his mother killed.
Indeed. His corruption was common knowledge, yet you were the only one who acted upon it. Regardless, I shall call this experiment a success. In fact, you should consider it a taste of your ultimate trial.
I don't understand. What do you get from all this?
You are headed into the darkness, Mr. Reed. I'm giving you the experience you'll need to find your way through it.
No more riddles, Johannes. If you need something from me, talk.
I am, you're just not listening. You have a great destiny. Destiny beyond comprehension. To be more than a speck of cosmic dust. To make waves across the universe. To end things.
And what?
Everything. You've suffered in this city from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, in fact. Wanting to end it is only natural. But unlike those untold millions before you, you have the power to do so. You can turn mere prophecy into absolute truth.
You don't mean...
The seal of Kotiganar is in your hands. You possess the key to the gates, and all they hold within. You can close them, and cling to mankind's misery for a few more cruel centuries. Or you can open them and end it. And you will do the latter.
Why? Why would I destroy everything?
Because otherwise your life amounts to nothing. Do you know how many chosen few there have been over the centuries? Nameless hordes, sacrificed at the whim of invisible masters. Not unlike those who watered the poppies of Flanders with their blood.
But our sacrifices mattered. We won the war.
A war, with many yet to come. This is your kin's nature, your purpose. To suffer. Your monkeys in an open cage, unwilling to walk out. Only you can make a difference. You can end it all for good.
Johannes, you're vile.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr. Reed.
You're wrong. I'll prove it.
You will prove nothing. You'll die. And at the next turn of the cycle, another will come along who is brave enough to finish the job. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon you, whether you agree with me or not. Your path is too important, even if your choice is beyond my control.
You're right about one thing, at least.
There is an archaeologist in this city. He is very close to unraveling the secret of Kotiganar. And you'll need his help to get inside. His name is Joseph Hill. Here's his address. Talk to him. Earn his favor.
This is wrong, Johannes. All of it. And I still have no idea why I should even believe you.
The truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. You can accept it, or try to put the blindfold back on. It doesn't matter. Farewell, Charles. Whether we speak again or not, I will be watching. And don't lose the seal again, or all your effort in this city would go to waste.